Hey everyone, Dr. Alex Twingy back, and we are doing an analysis. It's been a while since we've done this, but we are actually doing an analysis of me. This is me. This is me. I'm this guy. This is me. We're basically going to do a little analysis of me pitching. So for those of you who don't know, I threw at the Division I level. I still throw. I play amateur baseball. I have a passion for learning mechanics and being and kind of like practicing when I preach. So first things first, let's just watch this through and just see what we got here. Little M&M. Good leg kick. Not bad. Okay, not bad, not bad. As you can see, not bad. Not bad. This is basically, this face is just this is like, oh, that's okay. Okay, so what are we looking for here? When we talk about this, when we look at pitching, there are some important things that we're looking for when we talk about just like force generation and just being efficient down the mound. So first things first is being balanced and keeping our pelvis, so keeping these things connected. So we don't want to see a bunch of spilling or moving, which I do a pretty good job of here actually, is just keeping my hips and everything together. From here, we want to see, as we get down the mound, we want to see our weight get inside of our back leg. So we want to see our weights from top of the leg lift. We want to start seeing some weight translate towards the plate. So you can see here, as we come down, boom, 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 right there we're getting in it. So watch right here, it's almost like my hips start to kind of do this and come towards the plate. So right here, shink. Now from here, what's the next thing? We want to see a good hinge. So right here, this is our hinge. That angle right there. We're connected, so foot is connected to knee, is connected to hip, which then in turn is going to drive the force into the shoulder and then out the hand, and the ball goes that way. So when we look at this, not bad. Pretty good for an old man. Not bad. We get into this hinge. We get good front side extension with this leg, which is kind of, this is a counter rotation measure. So the longer we can stay counter rotated, or the longer that I can keep my weight here, the later I rotate down the mound. So I can wait longer before I let the energy loose, essentially. So right here, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. Right here, we're starting kind of like this rotational vector. So from right here, you can watch as my back hip turns down. So right there, back hip turns down. We're now in this, like, the kinetic chain is now open, completely open, right? And we're translating from one foot to the other. So when we look at this, the next thing we're kind of looking for is when I start to anchor my front foot, we want to see my arm up, which right here, we're pretty good. Arm is up, foot is down. We've got pretty good extension, and my hips are getting very close to being open. Right here, you can see that I'm just a touch early. If you watch my glove right there. I'm a touch early with sequencing. I'm a little early. I pull my arm just a little too quick, but not terrible. And then from here, what we're looking at is getting into hip extension, ankle extension, and knee extension, which this is pretty good. So really, I'd like to see this a little straighter, but we're pretty close. We're extended here, pretty dang close there, and we're definitely at full extension of that hip, which is awesome. So now we want to watch this finish. So from here, we're fully into this front leg. We're on plane. I'm not spilling a bunch of energy. My hips and my shoulders are kind of working together. They're not on different levels. What else are we looking at here? Now, when we get to this point, we want to look at decelerating. So once I release the ball, we want to see the body rotate around the spine. So let's just play it. I'm going to play it from right here. So let's see what we got. So not bad. We actually do rotate around the spine pretty well there. So we hit play. Nice. Not bad, Alex, you old son of a gun. All right, so right here, we're going to watch ourselves as we release the ball. We want to essentially see my body decelerate around this plane. So we want to see it kind of go like this. We want this continuum of energy as I start to slow myself down. So that's what we want to track. So you can see right here, we do a pretty good job of that. I stay relatively on plane. We move a little bit more, but we stay and we rotate around that front leg, which is great. Means that I'm decelerating efficiently. I'm using other muscles besides just my rotator cuff to kind of slow myself down. Lastly, you got to pimp the finish. Pick the daisy right there. So see, we got a little daisy right here, a little flower. And you got to pick that thing out of the ground, pick the daisy, pick the daisy, and then give yourself a little credit. Give a little credit that you're old and you can still kind of do it okay. But so really what we're looking for here, guys, I mean, this is just a very simple, brief breakdown. I just kind of wanted you guys to see some of the stuff that I do, but really what we're looking for is we want to see a good hinge, number one. On two, we want to see a good counter rotation with arm on time. Three, we want to see a good clean deceleration pattern. And overall, we just want to see it be smooth. We want, when you throw, we want it to look like it all works together. This is a very important part. Smooth is athletic, athletic is smooth, and that's what we're looking for here. So there it is.